Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA, you understand? And today is Friday. That means we're teaching the Lashawan Qadash today. This is the I.S.U.P.K Port Arthur / Beaumont Friday Lashawan Qadash class. Lashawan Qadash means holy tongue in the Hebrew. Lashawan means tongue. Qadash means holy. And the holy tongue is our native language as the Israelites of antiquity. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Jews the Bible speaks of, God's true chosen people, the Israelites. And the Hebrew, the Lashawan Qadash, is our native tongue. That's our language. This is our culture. Today we get back into our culture, learning how to read and write and speak the Lashawan Qadash, the ancient Hebrew. Because English, Spanish, and Creole or Patois, French even, these languages were given to us by our oppressors. These aren't our culture. Those languages aren't our native tongue. Black and brown people, Hebrew is your native tongue, and that's what we're going to get into today. So I'm going to start off class the same way I start off every class, by going over the Hebrew alphabet. These characters you see here, there are 22 of them. And these characters are the Hebrew alphabet. All words in Hebrew are made out of these characters. And down below is the same 22 characters, but there are different symbols because we were in a different captivity, so they derived a different language. And these 5 symbols right here you see are part of the Assyrian language. These different symbols for the Hebrew. But they're the same thing. Like this symbol right here, this is the Ka symbol, and at the bottom we use this Ka symbol if the word ends in this letter. If the word begins in the letter, we use the one above it. So these 5 letters here are reserved for if the word ends in these specific letters: the Ka, Ma, Na, Pa, and Tza. So let me go over them all 22, starting with A, Ba, Da, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Tza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Ka. All right, there you have it. Zoom back into the whiteboard. All right. Today we're going to be pretty much going over, it's going to be a basic class, you know what I'm saying? We're going to step down a little bit, make things a little bit more simple. It's going to be not an intermediate, but a basic level Hebrew class. We're going to be going over weather forecasts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give us some ways to say how it feels outside and give us synthesis how to say that in Hebrew, like saying it's hot outside, or it's cold outside, or it's raining, or it's snowing. And we're gonna be able to learn how to say these by the end of today's class, and also we're gonna learn how to write them in Hebrew. So let me get that down on the board. You spell forecast with an E, sir? What? All right, if you're at home, or anywhere taking notes on today's class, don't worry about this little diagram in the corner. That's up there because that's going to be used for a different class, but that has nothing to do with today's class. So just don't mind that. Don't pay that any mind in that corner. We're not going to be up there. But the first forecast that I'm going to bring out is cloudy. Cloudy. In Hebrew, how to say cloudy or clouds rather, is I-9. I'm going to get the Strong's Concordance number for this. The Strong's Concordance number for I-9 is H6051. And it means cloud, I-9. Let's get it in Hebrew. All right, there we have it. In the ancient paleo up top, I-9, the I, the na, and the na. I forgot the name of that symbol. It's a connector. Yeah, it's a connector under I, leaving that just I, and then a connector under na and na, making that 9, I-9. And then you see in the ancient Assyrian I have below that, we have the I, and then the na, and then the na. And the na at the end of this in the Assyrian ends different. That's one of those symbols that I was talking about. If it ends in a na, a pa, taza, ma, or a ka, then the letter at the end is going to be different. And this is a perfect example. So that's how to write I-9, which means cloud in Hebrew. So now we're going to have a sentence. I'm going to devise a sentence for us to be able to say in Hebrew pertaining to this word. And the sentence that we're going to have is, it's a cloudy day. I said that in Hebrew. It's Yawam Ma'awanan. Yawam Ma'awanan. I'm gonna translate this. This is it, and then this is day. This is a bad marker, Slovakia. Get a different marker. All these markers are not too good. I guess I'm just gonna do black and blue. I'll write blue in Hebrew, in English and black. How about that? So it's day. And then Yawam means day, Za means it's, and Ma'awanan is a conjugation of I9. We have the Ma. We can look at our prefixes here. Ma means of or from. So it's going to be of and then cloud, or cloudy. So of cloudy. And wa in the middle of I9 means it's currently cloudy. It's that tense modifier for past, present, and future tense. I went over that before. So past, present, and future tense, the words are modified with sometimes letters or conjugations in between them, or before them, or at the end of them. So the conjugation in the middle of it means it's currently cloudy. So of cloudy. You got to remember, Hebrew it's a direct language. We didn't use those fillers like it is currently cloudy today. We say it's day of cloudy. That means it's a cloudy day. That's how you say it's a cloudy day in Hebrew. So I'm gonna write this in the Hebrew, and then we'll move on to our next forecast. So in writing in Hebrew, remember, we're writing from right to left. So I'm going to write the za on this side, and the ma'awanan is going to be on the opposite side. So I'm going to start off right here with za. Yawam. Ma'ad wanan. All right, there we have it. The ancient Paleo above, and the ancient Assyrian down below. Za, Yawam, Ma'awanan. It's day of cloudy. It's a cloudy day. So remember, I9 means cloud or cloudy. Give you a second to get this for your notes, and then we're going to move on. Our next forecast is going to be rain. Let me get this up off here, and then we'll move to the next one. So rain in Hebrew, or rainy, is Gasham. Gasham. And the strongest concordance for that, H1653. H153. So let's get it in Hebrew. So ka. Always mix up my paleo and the city. Right, it's that little hook there. So ka, sha, and ma. Gasham. We got the connector under Ga, and then Sha and Ma connect to make Sham. Gasham. Rain. All right. So the sentence we're going to do for rain is it's raining hard outside. All right. So it's raining hard outside. Yobarak, Gasham, Kazak, Bakha Watazak. It's a mouthful, but you'll get it in a second. Yobarak. Gasham. Kazak. Bakha Watazak. Bakha Watazak. I'm gonna write down what these words mean. So Yawarak means sprinkling. Gasham means rain. Kazak means strong or with power. So that's how it's raining hard. So I'm gonna write strength or strong. And Bakha Watazah means outside. We have this prefix ba, so it's in the outdoors. Khawatazah. Ba Khawatazah. So outdoors. Sparkly rain, strong outdoors. That's how you say it in Hebrew. Remember, Hebrew is a direct language, almost sounds brutish, if you will. But sparkling rain, strong outdoors, like those Native Americans used to, like we used to hear on TV how the Native Americans used to speak. You know what I'm saying? They say, "Woman, come here now," or you know what I'm saying, "Go outside, hunt." You know what I'm saying? They say that they speak directly. That's how Hebrew is kind of. So it's raining hard outside would be sparkling rain, strong outdoors. Yawarak, Gasham, Kazak, Bakha All right, let's get that in Hebrew. Going right to left, we're going to start with Yawarak on this side, and we're going to end with Bakha on that side. Yawarak. Gasham. Kazak. Bakha representation what? And you gotta remember the ka and the na look similar on that end piece. So you gotta be able to differentiate it, make the top a little bit longer. That look like a na a little bit. All right. So that's Yellow Rock. The Shum. Kazak. Bachawatzak. There you got it in Hebrew and the verbalization. Yawarak, Gasham, Kazak, Bacha Watzazah. Sprinkling rain strong outside or outdoors. Otherwise known as it's raining hard outside. Key word to remember here is Gasham, which is rain. So far we have cloudy, which is I-none. Now we have Gasham, rain. Next, we're going to move on to snow. Let me get this off, and then we're going to get snow. And if I'm moving too fast for you, before you get to finish with the notes, you can always rewind and pause. You know what I'm saying? Like my Ottawa likes to say, be kind and rewind. Or if you're just watching it not live later, that is, you can just pause and then continue the lesson. See if we're good on time. And also, I'm going to see if I should have did this at the beginning of my class, but I want to see if we have sound, just to double check. Test, test. Test. Test, test. All right. So we're good to go. We got a little over 30 minutes left, so we're doing good. So now we're on snow. We got rain and cloudy. Rain and cloudy. Now we're going to do snowy. And snow is SHALAM. SHALAM. I'm going to get the strong concordance number for that. H7950. SHALAM. So let's get it in Hebrew. Got the sha, the la, and the ga. Sha and la and ga connected, making la, SHALAM. There you got it. That's SHALAM in Hebrew, which means snow. So we're gonna have the sentence for snow. I'm gonna say the snow is thick. All right. So the snow is thick. We already know how to say the snow. We say SHALAM, but we use this prefix for the, which is ha. So the snow would be ha SHALAM. in ways, Hebrew is all maybe even more convenient than English. You know what I'm saying? We're saying two words with one word right here, but the prefix in the word itself. So hashalag, the snow, and is thick. We don't say words like is too many. We do say them sometimes, but I'm gonna go over that momentarily. How to use the word is, because we have to remember that this language is respective to not only feminine and masculine, but plural and singular. So we can't say is with everything because something might be plural. So we have to be careful of how we say that. But for the most part, we can leave it out. So we're gonna say thick or dense, which is I.S.U.P.K. The snow dense. The snow is thick. You're right. The snow dense or the snow thick. Hashalag I.S.U.P.K. The snow is thick. All right. So now we only have two words. So I'm going to write it in the Hebrew. Sorry. Hashalag. I.S.U.P.K. And for this word I.S.U.P.K, you could get away with using I.W.B.A, because that would be currently thick. It currently is thick. The snow currently is thick right now. But you get there's multiple ways to skin a cat in Hebrew. So we're just going to use the original or the direct term, I.S.U.P.K, or the root word rather. So hashalag I.S.U.P.K, the snow is dense. I'm gonna get it in the Assyrian. Exactly. Hashalag I.S.U.P.K, the snow thick, or the snow is thick. Got it in the verbalization and the Hebrew. So now we know three forecasts. We know cloudy, Ainan, cloud, Ainan, rain, Gasham, and snow, Shalah. So what am I going to do next? Let's do windy. I'll give this a second on the screen so you can get it for your notes. All right. So now we're doing windy. That's Rawak. I believe that's right. Rawak, like Rawak, Rawak, Rawak. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, that's that ra in it. Rawak. This word Rawak, it means wind, but it's also used in the scriptures as spirit, because spirit and wind are synonymous. You know what I'm saying? Almost like Native Indians again. They used to say, you know what I'm saying? They used to the word the spirits travel like the wind and the wind and the breeze. That's how they used to use this word. It's still kind of used this way today, some a little bit, but we're using it as wind today or for this purpose. So Rob will rock, and I'm going to get the strong concordance number for that. H7307. H7307. Robo rock, wind or spirit. All right, let's get it in Hebrew. We have the ra, we got the wa, we got another ra, and we got the ka. Ra, wa, rock. You got it. Robo rock. And for this, the sentence that I'm going to use is the wind is howling. The wind is howling. So we already have an understanding of the prefix ha and the. So knowing that, we already know what the wind will be. Ha will rock. The wind. So this is one of those sentences that's only going to be two words. The wind and howling. Because we're not going to say is. Let me see if I can say, yeah, we can say no, I don't want to say it in this one. So we're going to leave is out. But the wind and howling is how we're going to say this. So the wind, will rock. Howling, which is yawallah. The root word yallah, which means to howl. And the wa is the conjugation to make it currently howling. So yalal means to howl, but yawalal means currently howling. So ya wa law. The wind howling. Walk, yo wallah. The wind is howling, or the wind howling. The wind is howling. Let's get it in Hebrew. Starting with how will rock on this side, going right to left. Wa, ra. It's a lot. Ra, wa, rock. Ra, wa, rock. Yeah, wa, yo, wa, law. Yeah, wa, law. Siri. All right. There you got it. Will rock. Yo will law. It's like yo will law. The wind howling. Also, or better yet known as the wind is howling. So windy or wind is rock. A wa, ra, Warak. Warak. Wind. So we have cloudy, Ainan, snow, Gasham. It's like, yeah, that's rain. Rain, Gasham, snow, Shalab. And now we have wind, Warak. So I'm not going to leave out the main two forecasts, hot and cold. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do cold first. Right now it's cold. You see I'm wearing my cover because it's a little cold outside. And because I want to wear it. So cold is quar. The strong coordinates for this is 87120. Yeah, we're looking what time. We're doing beautiful. So I even have enough time to make up some sentences at the end. So cold is quar. Let's get that in Hebrew. Qua and ra, quar. 2 letters. And they're connected. So 2 letters, 1 connector, quar. Qua and ra make it quar. Cold. So for this, I'm going to say the ice is cold. Or this ice is cold. The ice is cold. This is that sentence that I'm going to actually have a word for is. And I'll explain it momentarily. The ice is cold. So the ice will be ha Qorak. So Qorak is ice. Shout out to the brother whose name is Qorak. That means ice. So is in this instance is going to be Hazah. So I'm gonna break this down right now. So Hazah is za with the prefix ha. So the it's or the it's is pretty much saying is. The it's combined together is, and we're using it because how ice is ice in this case is plural, and cold is the singular for grouping it together in a singular fashion. So something plural can be used we can use this or is right here if we're saying whatever is before it is plural. So ha Qorak, the ice, Hazah is, and quar, cold. Ha Qorak, Hazah, quar. The ice is cold. Let me write that down. The ice It is, and then cold. Yeah, just be careful when using is or the it's rather, but it's is when you're saying hazah, because you might really mess up and have a sentence that's not making sense if you just use it for everything. Because you could get away with just leaving it out altogether. Rock quar is also saying the ice cold. The ice is cold. Let's get this in Hebrew. All right, you got it. The ancient paleo up top and the Assyrian down below, going from right to left. Ha-Kwarak, Hazah, Quar. The ice is cold. So remember, quar is cold. I'm gonna give us a couple of other sentences at the end. I guess I can do it right now after this one. Just from using the words that we learned and the words that we already know, like yawam or hayawam, which means today. We can say in za, it's cold outside. Za quar hayawam, it's cold today. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna go over that. But yeah, we can mix it up. You know what I'm saying? We can use what we learned. We know rain is gasham, cloud is ainan, snow is shalab, wind is rawawak, and cold is quar. These are the forecasts so far. So finally, I'm gonna get hot, and then we can start mixing it up. Right? This is the last one that I'm gonna bring out, and then we can start making up synthesis. So hot, which is hamam. That's a derivative from Ham, which is also the name of the Africans, Ham or Ham. The Hebrew name for Ham is Ham, which means heat. So here, hot, Hamam. You take this at the end off and just have Ham as Hebrew for ham, which is heat. So hot and heat are, you know what I'm saying, synonymous. But hamam is hot. And the strongest coordinates for this is H2552. The sentence that I'm going to use for hot is exactly what I was just bringing out. You know what I'm saying? You using what we know, putting it together. So we're going to say it's hot outside today. Salaki. We got to get Hamam in Hebrew first. So Hamam, we have the Ha, and then we have the Ma, and we have another Ma. It's similar to I-9. There's a Ma and a Ma making Mom, just like in I-9, there's a two Nas making 9. So Hamam, connector on the Ha, and then a connector on the Ma and Ma making Mom. Hamam. Here is an example of how the word or the letter Ma changes at the end or from the beginning, or in the middle rather. The Ma at the end is a closed box, but the Ma in the middle is an open box at the bottom. Because Ma is one of those words or those letters that have different symbol for the end of the word. 5 symbols. It's Pa, Ma, Na, Ka. I'm not doing it in order, it's lucky. So it starts off Ka, Na, Ma, Pa, and Taza. Those are the 5 symbols. So here, we got it in Hebrew. Let's get our sentence up there. It's hot outside today. It's almost like a mixture of everything that we learned today. It's hot outside today. So we know it's going to be za. Hot, Hamam. Outside, we remember from the first word we had, Bacha Watazah. Got it in your notes, that's better, you know what I'm saying? It might not be too easy to remember. But Bacha Watazah, in the outdoors. And then today, Hayawan. Ha meaning the, Yawan meaning day. So the day, today. So I'm gonna write that down. It's hot in outdoors outside the day today. Let's get it in Hebrew. See how we're doing with time. We're not doing too good with time anymore. Pretty much right on the money. We might be able to fit one in. But yeah, let's start over. We start from right to left. So za is going to be on the right, and hayawam is going to be all the way on the left. Going right to left in the Hebrew. So za. Hamam. Ba'akawataza. Hayawan. Yeah. I'm gonna crack that. Get in the Assyrian. All right, there you have it. So hot hamam. It's hot outside. Za hamam bakawatza hayawam. It's hot outside today. It's like it's hot outside today. Za hamam bakawatza hayawam. You have it in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian down below. I'll give you a minute for your notes, and then we can just practice with one sentence, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So instead of writing a sentence, I mean, we got enough practice. I'm just gonna write all of the forecasts down for one last slide of notes. So I think that's a better use of our final moments. I'm gonna write all of them down, and you'll have them all on one side, one little slide, so you remember them easy. So remember, we have what do we have? Cloud. I'm gonna just write the forecast. Cloudy. I9. Rainy. Gasham. Snowy. Shalab. Windy. Rock. Cold. Quad. And hot. Hammam. All right. So with that, yeah, we're pretty much in good standing. Now you have the forecast. Ainan, Gasham, Shalab, Rock, Quar, and Kamam. Those how to say weather in Hebrew. So we're going to end class with that. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge on our 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm going to say shalom to the brothers, Akim, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Barakatham, and shalom to the sisters, Yahweh Shamar Alatan Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom.